welcome back. We're gonna get into the messages today, see what Spirit wants to say. What's perfect for right now, perfectly timed for now. When is now? Now is whenever you find this message for your highest, latest, and brightest good, for your overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness. Praise in all our days. What's the perfectly timed for you right now? What's perfectly timed for you now? Okay, perfectly timed for now. What is it? Let's see. It is appreciation. Card number 15. You're going to be getting, I'm just seeing the words of appreciation flooding through. As soon as I saw the word appreciation, I saw I see it coming in like rivers of words and actions. But first I saw the words. But it's like they all translated into the ways that you are appreciated. Oh, and I hear, allow the universe to show you how appreciated you are, because it's here for you. That they're flooded, you're being flooded with appreciation. It's showing up in human form, but ultimately it's the universe showing you appreciation. Okay, for all you've been, all you be, and all you are becoming. I heard all three. Okay. What else do we have? It's perfectly timed for now. Oh, storm warning, card number 10. Oh, you find yourself appreciative that you found out about the storm before it hit. Okay, you found out that there was a storm coming. And this storm is likely not physical, but more symbolic of an experience that's happening. Like you knew there's some shit it's about to go down. Okay, what's up, Chauncey? I see you, bro. All right, let me see. One more. What is a perfectly timed? Oh, so you can take action. Boom. And on the table, it's like, you could see when I heard even nature was running from something. Yeah, you can see that something was coming. You know how before the shit hits the fan in nature, like the birds will leave. You see all the monkeys running that way. Like just the nature itself, everything is running from it when something's about to hit. But I see you safely over here. And then as I'm like, I was only looking for one more card, but this one came out and it's upside down and it's the all tied up card. So it's like, as you freed yourself, and it landed on that side, which is, to me, that side is the past and this side is the future, right? Or somewhere in between there. But yeah, I just see like you freed yourself. And as you sat in the appreciation of that, it's like, thank you, I see it. It's like as you freed yourself in one specific way, and then there's all this repercussions, what rides on the wave of that, like other stuff changes. You start to see the side effect of you freeing yourself in your physical reality. It's like if you free yourself from taking care of some responsibilities that weren't yours, then the fact of the matter is now somebody got to take care of the responsibility. So it's hitting the fan. Yeah, it's hitting the fan about that. If you decide that you're not going to be stuck in a particular position doing any particular thing that you've been doing that you realize was it was a trap. It was a trap, and it was keeping you stagnant. It was keeping you held up. It was an obstacle, I heard, to be removed. And so you decided to free yourself from that. So you create like side effect of repercussions and consequences, how it affects all the other people involved in the situation or not involved in the situation, but they could be benefiting from the situation or something like that. This is like when they decide that they don't want to pay benefits to people for food anymore. And then, as a result, like there's an uprising. Okay. Like that just came out as a real world example. You know what I'm talking about? But this is like that kind of energy, except for it doesn't feel like it was ever, like that was a direct assault. I feel like that was a direct assault. This wasn't about assaulting anybody. This was about freeing yourself. What you did here was about freeing yourself. Okay. And so, and from their perspective, they're saying, yeah, from their perspective, they're freeing themselves too. Okay, heard. I stand corrected. But it's like you see all nature running from a storm that's coming, and you just sitting in appreciation. It's like being grateful for the cleanup crew to come through. Oh, yeah, yeah. And then they're showing me the image from a dream, a prophetic dream that I had years ago. Yeah, the cleanup comes through. It's like everything that was breakable was shattered. Everything that was breakable was shattered. The only thing that stood was the main core structure that was the truth. Okay, that was the truth, because everything else was an illusion. Everything else was meant to be a blockade. It's like once you, can I have an illustration that they're going to see it clearer? Because it's like once you free yourself in this specific way, it's like that was the code to unlock all this other stuff. And I just see other obstacles and challenges vanishing. It's like whatever had you tied up came with all these other entanglements that were attached to it. And so once you cut that loose, yeah, they're just showing me once you cut the cord on that, everything else falls away. They're showing me movies where like somebody, they're mountain climbing, they're all roped together and their equipment's down there or whatever. It's everything's all tied together, but something falls or someone falls and they have to cut it off before everybody falls. Okay, but it's like everything that was below that cut, that all went too, whether it was a bunch of people or whether it was just a bunch of stuff or whatever it was, everything that was attached to that timeline that you were tied up in before is gone. Everything attached to that timeline is gone. So this is why they don't reply. This is why they don't communicate. This is why they don't answer your call and they never call you back. Because they were all attached to that timeline, but you freed yourself from that timeline. So all the challenges, obstacles, the non-player characters that went with that timeline, the ones that were there to stimulate your growth of that timeline, like they all left too. So I see somebody's been scratching their head like, why don't I ever see them no more? Why don't they ever reply? It's like they changed their phone number and I can't get in touch with them no more, or they didn't, but it just never goes through and you never get a reply because you don't know, is it on the other side of the table? They're not even getting the fucking messages because they're in a whole nother dimension, okay? So I see a severing of everything that was attached to a specific timeline. And with that, this storm warning is like you already know that it's going to require like for you to get the heck out of the way of everything that come off. Like it can't all be cut off. If it's still hanging on to you, you got to cut it off if you want it to be cut off. Okay. And it did. This is something that had you, I'm hearing castiga, like hostage. Yeah. It had you a hostage. Something held you hostage. For somebody, they gave me a real world example that might make it a little bit simpler. So I see a mother who has been so focused on her children their whole life. And guess what? Now you just became an empty nester. Your last child has moved out of the house. But you've had this experience where, yeah, as soon as they move out of the house, they realize everything they don't know how to do. And so you're just appreciating the fact that like, yeah, I'm still here, but yeah, it's a new phase for you. And so, you're waiting to see what they're going to do as they come into, it's like, because when they move out of the house and life gets real and they're responsible for their everything, I heard their everything, then, they realize what they know and what they don't know. They realize if they know what to do, if they can do it, okay? And life gets real. I heard in life gets real. So you're waiting to see what they're going to do. I heard trusting in how you raised them. Trusting in how you raised them. So that's one way it's happening for somebody. For somebody else, I just saw another experience they showed me where, you had to dedicate your whole time to this project or this business because you had to get it up and running. Like you had to run everything. You talk about micromanaging, baby. You were all managing. You were managing everything, every aspect of it by yourself. Well, now you got into a level of success with it to where you're bringing in the others, right? And you're feeling some nerves and stuff like that because it's time for you to kind of go hands off, take your hands off the reins so much and allow yourself to begin to delegate. Okay, and so now in your delegating of, I've hired you to do this and it's your job to do that. So I expect y'all to handle it. And so you're just kind of nervous as you sit back and watch, because at the same time, you know that I heard you have to allow for a certain percentage of error. You have to remember that, you know, they're barely just learning. And so in some sorts of ways, like, they could make some mistakes. You kind of got to expect that they're not going to do everything the way you do. And so delegating and going hands off in this experience can be extremely challenging for you. But it's like, that's the only way you're going to see if they can run themselves type of thing. This is the only way you're going to see if this, what you've created can be a well-oiled machine. And then anywhere it's not, I hear with the knowledge of the mechanics of it, you go in and you just make some minor adjustments and lube it up here and readjust that and set the timing, calibrate some things, calibrate some settings, okay? And then you'll be able to once again give it a shot. Stand back, hands off, see if it runs itself like it's supposed to, okay? And this was all about freeing yourself, okay? And now they're showing me a lot of you a lot of you, this simply applies where there was an idea you had that was all tied up in your head. It had you all tied up. You had a belief. And then you've had a realization, and you transmuted that belief and that energy and that within your auric field through the energy of appreciation. And once you've done that, now you can see things are changing as regards to that. And that's what the storm is representing for you. It's saying, yeah, there begins to be a shift. The winds of change begin to blow. Okay, it's getting windy in your city. Okay, the windy city, Chicago. Okay, in the house. I don't know where, but you hear, but they said, yeah, somebody said, I don't know where I'm at neither. Okay, yeah, I hear you. Because in life is just like when you did that, it was like, all of a sudden, like this mind shift, it's like all of a sudden you put your life in a blender and everything's being smoothed out. But in order to get smoothed out, it got to get cut up, okay? In order to get smoothed out, it got to get cut up. Who's drinking smoothies every day? Like, your thing is smoothies now? But all of this is like, you're like, wow, look at my energy go. It's like you're being able to sit back and realize where one simple change of perspective has caused so much outfall, results, repercussions, consequences. But what it's doing is you're watching the energy move, because like I said, everything in life went into the blender and it got chopped up. I heard until it's easier to consume and easier to digest. And so some things that used to be, because of this mind shift, some things that used to be a bigger deal, some things that used to be harder to manage mentally, okay, harder to process, harder to accept emotionally, harder to process, move it through and let it go. I heard that's smoothed out. It's been broken down into bite-sized pieces. It's been broken down into smoothie size. Okay, you just have to sip it. You don't even have to chew now, because something that you did as far as finding appreciation for some situation where you have been stuck, bound, tied, whatever it is, stagnant, that appreciation you found for that situation, it just opened up the energy all the way. Yeah, this reminds me of when I was irritated with the neighbors I had on the side and upstairs, because, oh boy, they were hood as hell and ghetto and problematic and loud and rambunctious and all the rest, and disrespectful about it too, grossly disrespectful about it as well. And you know, and I thought to myself, well, what's the lesson? Why am I here? I love where I'm at. It's always so peaceful and quiet. But you know what? They're a reminder of how much I love that I pay so much for rent and I'm not in the fucking hood, because over there that shit is normal every day. There's no escaping it. But here that shit is rare. I'm glad that shit is rare around here. You know, they're only gonna stay so long. Do you know, within a short period of time, a month or less, but both of them moved out. Yeah, they both left. They were asked to leave, both of them. One day, one the next day, and then the place is set vacant for a nice period of time. Now I got a neighbor over here that is decent. I get along with her. She's quite respectful. And the one that has, after months of being vacant upstairs, moved in upstairs, quite respectful, quite kind. Everything is nice and smooth and easy. But in order for that to get to that place, I had to start with the appreciation for what was going on in the experience. And so likewise, you know, there's this in you as well. Okay, thank you. Whew, that was a lot to get that dot through. Who we got? I see. Okay, Giver Takers is back. Thank you. Code and Crochet, welcome. I've been shuffling the hell out of these while we channeling these messages for you. Is there anything else you want to say about these 4 cards before we move to the next row, the next level, the next development in this? Please and thank you. Let me just sit with this for a sec. Stop it. They said, free your mind and the rest to follow. Okay? They said, be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. So it's like, don't judge based off of the off of the cover, okay? And free your mind. Like sometimes the judge based off of the cover is giving me the energy of like, everybody judges people like that. Like all society, this is just what we do. Like we know, and this is what we accept, and this is the way it is, and this is a mass societally accepted type of mentality, type of place. And so it's like, no, we're not doing all that no more. I heard going against the grain, going against the grain. Why are you trying to say going against? This a Grinch? Okay, a Grinch. Okay, I don't know. Why are you singing that? I heard just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, medicine go down, medicine go down. And so why are you saying that? Because this is a cold pill to swallow, okay? So put a little bit of love on it. Yes, make it sweet, baby. Okay. What is at the bottom of the deck? We never even looked at the bottom of the deck. What do we have here? Community, card number 7. Group 7, community. This is about the love and peace and happiness. Try it. This is about who and what is around you. Yeah, you're starting to really observe the effect of your energetic shifts, your mental shifts, your spiritual shifts in your community. It's like you can see when you've really done something because you can see the energy spread outward from you. And start to creep into the community. It's like you have this great idea, and you know, as you hold that idea, that you hold that belief, okay, you be like, for example, you be sitting there thinking a thought, and then the next thing you know, they're talking about it, and they don't even know that you thought the thought. Or, you know, it's like you're watching your energy expand from you. You're watching your energy compounded in society around you, and then shown back to you. But in order to get there, you had to find appreciation for something about where you were at, something that kept you stuck in your head. You had to shift that perspective in it. And once you did that, it's like the quantum mechanics of it all just shifted the energy, because, you know, when you look at it and you feel a way towards it, then it must vibrate in the way that you feel towards it. But when you look at it and you change the way you feel towards it, you know, quantum physics proves that it will change its frequency and begin to vibrate differently in response to your point of attention on it, and your attention that you're focused on it is giving it energy to it and influencing the rate at which it's got its frequency and its vibration. And so you create the elevation, and because you're doing that so consistently, it's spreading out for you, from you into the community. Praise. Okay, thank you. Lord, got me sound like a crazy woman up in here today. Let me see what else we have. Show me what's with the all tied up in reverse, please, that came out over there. Show me that all tied up in reverse. All tied up in reverse. What can you show me about that? Okay. Broke ass. Okay, we have broke ass. I heard broke ass. Ain't got none. Ain't got none. Okay. And kissing ass. Oh. Broke ass, kissing ass was talking to a friend. Here we go. My friend said this was gonna happen. Talking to a friend, and she gave me a beautiful term. She said homeless sexual. Yeah, broke ass, kissing ass. That looks like a whole homeless sexual. Okay. Hold on, which one go? Oh, okay, we'll put this one over here. That's it. All right, let me see what else. Legal issues. Okay, court, judges, immigration, legal issues, and ain't shit. Okay, ain't shit. Listen. So, legal issues and ain't shit. Somebody. This is what you decided not to be tied up in. You decide to give 0 F's about 0 fucks. I got 0 fucks. I don't give 2 fucks. Okay? Hustle gang. I don't give 2 fucks. Yeah. Okay, that's the facts. That's the energy here. Why? Because somebody was kissing ass. They broke ass was kissing ass. Why? Because they caught up in some issues. This is a karmic issue, legal issues. Okay, this could have to do with immigration, the courts. This could have to do with somebody violation of the law. You know what I'm saying? They fucked up. They got fucked up, and now they all tied up, and they want you to be tied up with them. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm not gonna hop in your trap, ma'am, sir. Oh, we're not doing that shit. Like, we too cute to be in a trap. Get the fuck out of here with that. Like, I need to be someplace where I just got to be free. but they wanted you to be their slave, baby. We ain't doing all that mess right here. Well, I see what you're trying to draw up here. I see you trying to draw up the plans. I can see the lesson plans you're drawing up. You think you finna put me in school and school me? You finna learn today. I heard you finna learn today. You don't even understand. I'm the instructor of this here class. Oh, okay, listen. And they thought they were finna have somebody thought they were finna have somebody tied up. But you know what? Some people thought that they knew your mentality. Come to find out, you were a whole nother beast. You were a whole nother species. They don't even know this species around here. They don't know nothing about this species. You know what I'm saying? But you could see the outline. They were trying to trace something. They were trying to look like something. They were trying to fit a pattern, okay? And they were kissing ass. But it's like there's something. It's like this shit is weird. You sitting around, you saying, this shit is weird. What's going on? You could sense that there was something going on down there. And you know, all you knew was, you know what, at the point where you broke free from this, you said to yourself, I don't know what's really this is, but something ain't right, okay? I can see an outline, somebody trying to fill in an outline, they're trying to make a design, okay, over a situation. But I can see that this is a copycat. This is a copycat of some other shit that had karmic issues, legal issues, problems, dramas. They were kissing ass too with their broke ass, wasn't bringing nothing to the table. Okay, listen, this ain't shit. Whatever they thought, okay, whatever they thought it just was not the dream. They said no. It was not what they thought. They thought they were trying to draw on the outline of the dream, and it just was not what it seemed. And you could tell right from the jump. Okay, you didn't even have to dig that deep to find out exactly what it was. And you just got like the Gap band, and you burn rubber on that. Okay, I gotta get up early in the morning, find me another lover. Okay, and you were like, I'm burning rubber, I'm out of here, got to get up. You was like, I'm not doing this, miss. I'm up early in the morning. You're gonna have to wake up early in the morning now, okay, because the early bird catches a worm, but I ain't a bird anyway, so go catch your worm because I'm getting about to take off. I heard, because I just got to be free. Yes, okay, let me see some more. Why we got this appreciation up in here, though? Because this is looking like, oh, I did that. I freed myself. I'm not captive. They thought they would. Can't nobody slow me down. Oh, no, I got to keep it moving. Can't nobody break my stride. Okay, listen, fishing for comments. They're trying to see if they could turn you into an obsessive lover. Oh. Obsessive. They wanted you to be an obsessive lover. They were trying to study you to see, well, you know, and maybe that's what it is as you being listen, somebody here, baby, they've been studying you. They've been studying your psychology. They've been studying your anatomy. They've been studying your mentality. They've been studying the way you move. Okay, I like the way you move. Da, da, da. I love the way you move. I swear it used to say I like the way you move. I'm living the fucking Mandela effect because I listened to that song just yesterday in the car and I thought, it used to say, I like the way you move. Now it says, I love the way you move. What the heck? And the song is just called The Way You Move. Okay, but listen, that's weird. Somebody thought they was finna get you. They were studying to see, well, you know, she's textbook. She's been a very obsessive lover in the past. And little did they know, like, listen, I'm standing in a whole new space now. They did not know you were standing in a whole new space now. You really appreciate your life. You appreciate your energy. I heard you value it too much to just throw it to any old little bird with a worm. I heard, well, any little bird with a worm. Yeah, and so here we go with the moving on, yeah. Thank you, next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Yeah, you found that place of gratitude. You just like, yeah, now let me get up out of here because I got to go, okay? Because zoom, I like to fly away. Oh, I like to fly away. Yeah, I like to fly away. And you was like, I'm on to the next, on to the next. Yeah, because you're a fucking waste of time. They thought that they could get you to waste your time, but you were like, no, I'm not doing all that. You appreciated your time too much. You appreciate your energy too much. And you're not an obsessive lover. Somebody thought that they could turn you into an obsessive lover. Somebody thought that they were going to be able to get you obsessed with them. That shit didn't work, okay? And how they sitting now? How's it feel to want? I heard it. And how does it feel to want? Oh yeah, that's what's really going. Why? Because you're sitting in a stage of appreciation. Like, I really love me. Y'all just don't seem to understand. I would never put myself through suffering for somebody else at their command. I would never limit my possibilities. I would never restrict my energy like that. There's so much here for me. You want me to just be stuck up yard? What? I don't think so. I'm going to go. Yeah, let me see what's up with this storm warning. Show them some more about this storm warning, please. Because you saw that this storm about to happen. You're like, as soon as I pull away, watch, they going to go crazy. And you were right. I heard and you were right. As soon as you pull away, they went crazy, baby. Just like you say. Well, meanwhile, I'm sitting up here on stage. Just said, you know what? I'm just finna make my own coffee. I put my beanie on, sit on my porch, and enjoy the sun. A lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day. That's what you have on here. You unfazed, unbothered, unfuckwithable. Yeah, scarcity tactics. You like, you know what, let me get up out of here. Since you don't appreciate my presence, let's see how you feel about my absence. That part is all I'm going, okay? Because with you over here strategizing and stuff like that, you can see their strategy too. Anywhere where they was strategizing, they thought that when they pulled back, you were going to come closer to them. Because, you know, that shit really works. Again, that's in that one book that I was talking to you about that teaches people how to create trauma bonds and shit like that. And then it's like, that's what it is, that hot and cold energy. Remember I talked to you yesterday about the hot and cold energy? And that's what they do to try to get you obsessed, get you caught up. It's a mental manipulation and emotional manipulation and definitely abuse of power. Hello? And so, as them scarcity tactics didn't work out the way they thought they were, they're used to doing that shit on people who have severe codependency and abandonment issues that are unhealed. Because I'm not saying you could totally have the severe codependency and abandonment issues as well. However, you have healed yours to a certain level that allows you to be free, free, free. Yes, baby, every day, all day, in all the ways, especially mentally and emotionally. Like, that's the easiest way. But on top of that, you free physically as well. Somebody thought they could restrict your movement. They thought they could hold you down. They thought they could pin you down. That wasn't happening, baby. This is not WWE. We are not practicing fake wrestling sessions up in here. I'm finna come with all my energy, all my ability, all my talents, all my skills, all the Chiron wounded healer that I can muster up for you, because there's a whole bunch of that buried in the basement too, I heard. So what's the storm warning? What do we have? Again, we had the unfazed, we had the scarcity tactics, and we have happiness hater. What? It literally says happiness hater. They just don't want to see you happy. I don't want to see you with nobody else. Okay, don't you? How dare you be in love? Everybody else love you, okay? And you're moving on. Yeah, interesting. So, like, you already knew that somebody was going to be pissed. That's why you just stayed the heck away. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm not finna go put this on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, this, that, the other, and the rest. I'm gonna keep that shit in my pocket. Guard that truth in my chest. I heard it, and then I'm gonna, I heard it, and then I'm gonna say it with my chest. Okay, and I'm gonna convince myself and remind myself that these are the facts. Okay, all right. So you could see the storm coming. You knew somebody was going to be mad. You knew all they want to do was keep you in a clutch hold. I heard in a chokehold. They want to keep you on the chokehold, see if they can make you pass out spiritually. Off of your own purpose, off of your own designs, off your own goals, off your own life. But no, how greedy, how selfish of somebody to really try to get you to take off. Somebody's grandmother coming through, and this is what she sound like. And she do this a lot. And how greedy and how selfish of them to try to get you to take your mind and your focus and your energy off of what matters to you, and then just put it on to them like they're that big shit. Okay, your grandma like to call everybody a big shit, okay? So let me see, the action is coming out here, and it's like, yeah, because you seen it coming, you knew exactly what to do. You're sitting in the energy of appreciation with the whole thing. Let me see more. I want to, yeah, thank you, that's better. The Queen Rising, hello. The Queen Rising, this is you, elevating, stepping into your power, praise, coming up, being in the spotlight, baby. Because you just shining, baby. Yeah. And you know what? This is the same shit, different day. Oh, I've seen this before. I've done this before. Because remember, I could tell that there was a pattern. They were following an outline. They were following a pattern. I've seen people do this shit before. The same shit, different day. I'm still elevating. This is more signs, in fact, of my elevation, I hear. Yeah. And then we have looking you up. You knew they would be looking you up, trying to figure out where you're at. Because, you know, you were put in this regal position over here. You were put in this pride position over here. You're being elevated. You're being celebrated. Absolutely. You're being appreciated. Oh, with the appreciation that you're sitting in now, yeah. And they got a bad reputation, so they're not invited to the party. They're not invited to a party. You know things about to get moving for you. And the same thing is everybody is not allowed. That's why there's security at the door. They said that's why we got security at the door. You got to show an ID, honey. You can't just come in here. Where's your invitation at? Where's your ID? I need to make sure that you got the invitation and that the invitation, that the name on the invitation matches the name on the ID, matches the face on the ID. So you're going to have to show your certification to get in here, baby. Not just anybody's invited to this party. This is a private party because I'm your private dancer. Okay, your dancer for money. Do what you want me to do. Wrong answer. That's not what time it is. They ain't doing all that shit for nobody. We gonna do it for ourselves, not for them. That's crazy. They thought you were gonna do all that for them. What? Fake smiles. Yeah. Smiling faces sometimes. Yeah. Smiling faces sometimes tell lies, okay, about a romantic love affair and the photo proof, and they be in their head because there was a drama starter and you just being unbothered. They thought that they would be able to get you jealous. Somebody thought they would be able to get you jealous. There's a whole community counting on you, and they wanted to get you caught up in this kind of pity-patty bullshit. Yeah, elementary school, middle school bullshit. No, we ain't doing all that. What do you think? Where they do that at? I thought we were grown around here. I thought we were mature. I thought we was over 21 around here. But no, apparently we still on some middle school BS. Okay, that's crazy mess. We're not getting into that mess. I'm not hopping into your mess with you. Fine, you can do whatever messiness you want to, but that's fine. But confirmation, I ain't got to hop in that mess with you. Okay, let me see who or what we talking about in this. Let's get the who or what deck out. All right. Pick a number 1 to 3. Because it's enough of you in this collective, you see. And I'm going to find a who or what for 1 through 3. Okay, listen. And it came out right there all at once. 1, 2, 3, right here. Okay. And some of you are going to be like, all of them resonate. Bottom of the deck, we have ancestors here. They on your side. You fully supported, baby. First one, if you pick number 1, you got demons. Okay, demons. That's what the heck you deal with, somebody demon. You're like, fuck that. I already slayed all my demons. I already learned that I can't slay nobody else's demons, baby. Them demons that other people have, I can only help them so far. Okay, and you know, in reality, they have to do that shit themselves. So I'm gonna let you sit with your demons. If you pick number 2, what? Aquarius, okay. Oh, this is also about fresh starts and new beginnings, but Aquarius energy all up in the mist. Okay, but the Aquarius, you're supposed to bring the new mind, and Aquarius kind of going through a lot right now, only for the fact that we're donning the new epic of the age of Aquarius, and so that's going to create a lot of collective energy for Aquarius at this time about new beginnings, which require letting go of the old endings. The old endings must be ended in order for the new beginnings to commence. Okay, and if you pick number 3, what do we have for you? Spirit, okay. Just go into your spirit. And anywhere where people thought that they were getting over on you in some sort of way, remember that spirit was involved in the whole thing. Okay, it was divinely orchestrated. So I got that. Let's get some more energy here. What else can you show me? I got the Adventure Tarot still. I like the way it shows positionings, people's positionings. I thought that was really interesting when I was working with this by myself before I did the bilingual live last night. That was really cool. Excuse me. Let's see, what else can you reveal in this energy? Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay, so I see it. I'm being shown to do a Celtic spread, so I'm being guided to move these, move those, and move these. Okay. All right, so let's do it. What you got? What's the energy? Okay, I see you. I see you. I see you. Where are you? You are minding your freaking business, High Priestess. You know some things, okay? You minding your soul business. You minding your soul. You minding your spirit. You letting people come to you, okay? You ain't telling everything you know. You busy keeping your mouth shut, okay? Because everybody don't need to know everything. It ain't all everybody's business. I know a lot more than I tell. I ain't telling everything I know. And you just sexy. You just being there crazy, sexy, cool. Hey, okay, hey, crazy, sexy, cool. Hey, I love it. Whew. Let me see what else. The 5 of Wands. You are doing all that and listen. You already knew when you saw the bullshit walking from a mile away. You like, this ain't nothing but stress. This ain't nothing but trauma. Oh, Lord, what are they doing? Why are they coming my way? No, don't come this way. So please go anywhere but over here. Because you were like, well, let me see if I can play invisible. Let me see if I can play invisible. I don't want this. I don't want to do this. Yeah, subconscious. This was about something So they want you to know that, because you have been wondering, how in the heck did I attract this? How did I make this happen? If I'm the one in control here, how did I make all this happen? They say you were attracting from somewhere in your subconscious. So your response at this time is very significant and important in regards to shifting that subconscious programming. Yeah, they said pause it, rewind it, do it again. Okay, listen to that like 10 more times. All right, you probably really want to save this video, because this is giving you a window into how to shift a subconscious programming that has truly affected your life, that has caused that you got to learn this pattern. Really nice. Like, you got a whole thing memories. You know where they put the line next. Okay, because you can see, you've seen this pattern so many times. So it's like, this ain't your first circus. Like, this ain't your first rodeo. Like, you already know what happens next in the show. You watch this show so many times. It's like you watch this movie so many times, like people with Movie Friday. They could tell you every freaking lyric or every freaking line or every freaking part through the whole movie. They probably even know the order that the songs come on. I'm just saying, because they didn't watch it so many times. But this is your life, and it's like that. You got to remember. You're like, oh, I know what happens next. I've been through this so many times. I know what happens next. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, 4 of Cups. You have already repeatedly said, no, thank you. I don't want that. Send it back to the universe. Let me, God, you have this back right here. You see that, God? You see this pile of stinking shit you trying to send me? You could take that back. And then, okay, I heard return to sender. Yeah, so here you go, sending the energy back exactly where it came from. You're like, I don't want that. You did that so many times already. So, of course, now when the bullshit's coming straight and head right to you, you can tell what it is. You're like, no, thank you. The Emperor. Okay, this is about, listen, are you really in control of your mind, or do you let your mind run rampant circles around you? Okay, because remember, you had to free your mind, and the rest to follow. And that was what this is about. This is about taking control of your mind, getting your thoughts organized, getting your ideas aligned, okay? And so this situation occurred because it's part of the process. You're being refined by the process. Let me see what else. The Chariot. Now that you done got it down so many times, it's like I heard like clockwork. You got it smoothed out. Remember, it was like being putting all the big chunks into a blender, making a smoothie out of it. You done got this so smooth. You done got so smooth with this. You a cold piece of work now. Yeah, they don't know what to do with you now because you a cold piece of work now. You done did this so many times. You done slide right through this. Okay, slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Everybody clap your hands. You're like, who's clapping for me? Who they clapping for me? Oh, okay. That was the ancestors. That was the prayer team clapping for me. Okay, ancestors. Where the ancestors went? I seen the ancestors here. Oh, yeah, here the ancestors went. The ancestors there, yeah. Oh, that's them clapping for you. They're like, the ancestors said, oh, you're so funny. We love the way you do this. It's so funny. Oh, bad. They just sit back and watch you, and they just be like laughing because you make it comedic. I heard you see all the comedy in it. Let me see some more. Yeah, you say, oh, I'm doing this for the tribe. Okay, you're like, I love this. Okay, this is everything. I love what I do. I'm gonna do this again. You are like getting control of your mind, totally change your whole life. You're like, this was the best thing I could have ever done. It's improved my lot in life completely. You're like, it improved my health. It improved my relationships. My family is completely doing better. My business is thriving. My bank account keeps blessing at the same. You're like, things are doing fantastic. This benefits my whole family. Whichever of those things resonate, take it where it's at. And they just be looking at you like spirit looking at you like, ooh, it's divine timing. Don't this one know that they align with the divine timing? And up in this, they're like, who are they gonna be surprised? They don't even know what's coming their way because they got their back turned. They're just sitting in this abundant, relaxing, peaceful energy. Okay, but they align themselves with some divine timing up in there. Yeah. And how you feeling? Like, I'm about it. You like, you about it? We about it. You're like, yeah, I'm not talking about it. I'll be about it. Okay. So you're ready for the business. You're like, okay. So I heard square biz. Somebody really love them some Tina Marie. Yeah. Square biz. Okay. Oh yeah, because it's time to celebrate. Okay. Good times. Okay. All that. Celebrate good times. Come on. Yeah, and this has to do with healing and recuperation and rest and just like being at peace, okay? Being at peace with all that is. Being at ease with all that is. Oh, this 3 of Cups is a celebration of, I heard mind, body, soul alignment, okay? Your mind and your body is doing the same thing. It's like it's all aligned, going in the same direction. Yes, there's an alignment happening here. It allows you to chill. And then the Scout of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. And then, you know, this is a photograph holographic moment. Like, this is a moment to remember. So it's like, remember this moment. Remember, it's like you're gonna be sitting back looking like, dang, I did that. You're like, where's my little mini Polaroid at? Who you got a little mini Polaroid? You gonna take them little bitty pictures that, yeah, you can barely, but yeah, they're really cute, huh? And I just see you putting them, and this is like, this is my memory moment. Like, I really did that. When you started to see your world shift, you like, I need to write in my journal about this. I need to document this some sort of way, because this was happening right here is absolutely phenomenal. It's like, I've been working on this for a long time, and now boom, we're here. It's awesome. Okay, it's harvest season. Let me see. In the lovers, okay, listen, the lovers, you got an opportunity. This is an opportunity that comes to you with love, with empowerment, with connection involved. Okay, some of you, this is about an interracial relationship. What? Yeah, we could see it plainly in the image there. This is about blending of your light and your shadow. This is about blending of the ego and the spirit. This is about the holding hands and walking off into the sunset together between the spiritual mind and the computer brain. Like, hey, we all understand each other's function here. If we were born with it, it's very necessary. I don't need to try to kill it. Don't need to try to numb it. Don't need to try to ignore it. Actually need to integrate it. How can we make you part of the team instead of trying to tell you, no, you got to be over there by yourself. I got to kill the ego. No, the fuck you don't got to kill the ego. If you didn't need an ego, why were you born with one? Why were we all born with one? Oh, might it be that it's been misconstrued, misunderstood, and misapplied? Oh, yeah, because you can't set the temperature on the house by turning the knob on the stove. Who does that? We don't do that. You know, we don't do that. There's a reason. It exists for a reason. It has a purpose. It has a function. Okay? Because we just out here trying to function. And that's what they all doing, whether it's the divine spiritual mind or the physical ego mind, the computer brain. It's all here for our best interest. Who's us? We, me, and you, and me, and you, and each one of us. We all have the system, you see. But inside of the self, are we battling ourselves? And they were reminding me yesterday on the sofa over there when we did the session, and they said, yeah, remember, it's not even just about somebody else. It's a twin flame connection within the self, where the divine masculine and the divine feminine is embracing one another. And that's what I'm seeing again, the divine masculine, the divine feminine embracing one another. I'm seeing the shadow and the light self working together for each other's best interest. Like, why do I feel this way? Why is this pissing me off? Is this coming from my light or my shadow? Oh, my shadow pissed off. Well, then how does my light feel about it? And then finding how it's cohesive, how it's actually working together in your best interest on all sides. Okay, when you understand what information you're applying. Yeah, you're not going to look at the stove to see what the temperature is in the house. This is not the way it's done. That's just not the way it's done. Okay, let me see some more. And the 9 of Wands. Okay. Say, hey, we want, seriously, that's what I'm hearing. Hey, we want some pussy. That's, I swear to God, that's what came through. Just like, and then you let it be known. Okay, you let it be known. You stand in your power. Okay, listen, there's somebody there. They trying to come. You listen. You're gonna be having some coming together with other people that's been looking for this type of information. The way you had this breakthrough, first off, this is a big deal. Anywhere where you had to take certain steps in your physical life, at your career, in your relationship, or with your family ships, or whatever fuck kind of ship you was on, somebody around you is going to be looking for that information. When they come around, okay, Dom Kennedy, when they come around, they're going to be excited about what they're learning about from you, because you just freed their mind. And now the rest of their life can follow. This is an opportunity to share what has helped you figure it out for yourself. The community is gathering around you because you got some sort of answers. And the answer lies in appreciation. It lies in freeing yourself from a situation in which you was feeling nothing but frustration, anger, and all the other types of lower vibrational feelings that were creating a trauma bond within you, okay? And then, you know, part of the reason why this all has to happen now is because it's time for the consequences and repercussions to be fulfilled, okay? So that people can live the outcome of their own will that they had expressed in life towards you or others or anybody else, you know, but it's time for them to see so that they can have their own spiritual health, okay? We can't just keep doing the same old thing and expecting things to work the same way now that the energy is corrected, autocorrect is in full effect, okay? And now it must be respected. Before, people have been so used to, and during this lifetime before, we're talking about to violate and disrespecting spiritual laws, universal laws, and these things cannot cannot play no more. They cannot generate anything incoming from that other than that which they don't want, other than that which that they hate, other than that which they wanted to uncreate and destroy for you is exactly what's going to happen to them too. And so the thing of it is their own bad reputations come back to them. See, they used to get ahead by having the bad reputation. That shit don't work no more, okay? The energy has shifted. And so anywhere where you freed yourself, you sit in an appreciation, you can see the storm is coming out there, because what happens in your life, what you do, you can see how it affects the soul ties around you in the community too. It's time to get busy. It's time to get busy. I heard, let's get it on. Sugar, let's get it on. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, baby. Yeah, Spirit's like, you got to get rid of all these demons, because the new age of Aquarius, it needs freedom to go, to flow, to grow. We have the star at the bottom of the deck. This is destiny, okay? And destiny is only accomplished when you stepped into your fate with courage and faith, and you said, yes, I will accomplish this goal. Yes, I will overcome. Yes, I will persist. Yes, I will stay in my alignment with my soul, okay, and go for the bliss, okay. Yes, I believe. And no, I'm not finna sing that pedophile song. Thank you very much. That man is disgusting. I'm not singing his song, no. But, you know, you do believe, okay. And then I'm hearing dream a little dream of me. Okay, so somewhere in the past, this was about you had a dream. You know, I had a dream. Yes, sir, Dr. King, you sure did. You know, about people who was feeling left out, people who was feeling unappreciated, that they could stop looking to who. It was like, no matter who, this was the dream. The dream was everywhere where they were left out and unappreciated, because the darkness would thrive and the manipulation would thrive and the deceptions. Okay, I heard the Decepticons. Oh, yes, because yesterday we saw the license plate Megatron. It's in the freaking community tab. Yes, Megatron. Okay, and the Decepticons, they was over here deceiving everybody. They would thrive, and that shit don't work no more. Okay, it don't work no more. That was part of the mind trap. They had you stuck in a pattern that you began to recognize. Yeah, and you were like, the dream is that would die. Okay, the end of that. Okay, and now we cross that checkpoint. So it's like, okay, cool. You have reached the top of the mountain. You can celebrate this moment. Listen, you had to climb, baby. Okay, because ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, babe. Okay? Yeah, and it's like, I got the power. Yeah, you got the power. Baby, this is going on. This is what's happening up in this energy. Smiling faces sometimes. Yeah, they don't tell the truth. Yeah. Your ancestors been on your side. Whatever the lies was that was in the programming, that was in your social circle, that was in your family circle, that was in your home life, in your intimate circle, that stuff, you had to do something about that. Your ancestors is partying up there. They partying it up for you. They celebrating you. And you know, you had to go ghost on them. You had to disappear on somebody. You knew stuff that you still ain't spoke to them about. Like, I know all your dirt. Quit playing. I know shit about you. You don't even know you know. And that's one of the reasons why they really had to be fake around you, because they were hoping those fake smiles was going to hide the intentions on their soul. They were hoping that fake smiles was going to hide the demons that they were working with. But you can see all the bullshit. Like I said, from a mile away, you can see it walking. The 501s. Here come trouble. They say, here come trouble. Some of them be looking at you like that. Well, yeah, because in a certain sense, that kind of look like me right there. And they say, yeah, sometimes they be looking at you like that way, because you know what? When you come around, you upset the status quo. You just don't let nobody have their programming no more. Look at you. You go around waking up people's energy, passing off these light codes, these DNA upgrades, you know, these soul lessons on the spiritual plane. Can't nobody contain it. They can't restrict it. They can't stop it. It's going down. It's about to go down. Because when I come around, yeah, I'm a shit starter. I'm stirred up, okay? Stirred up. Okay, Gwen Stefani came through with the stirred up. Okay, energy. Yeah, you are trouble walking. Trouble for what? Trouble for this old system. Trouble for the powers that were. Troubles for the false programmings, false ideas. Okay, these lacks and limitations. Okay, these frustrations, these consternations, these restrictions, these limited beliefs. Okay, and those who argue for their limited beliefs, so they gonna have fun trying to argue with you, because baby, you could cut them off at the turn every time. I heard. Okay. Oh Lord. Whew, let me just breathe for a minute, y'all. Let me just breathe for a minute. Breathe. Lady, can we get some more water on the plate? Yes, please, and thank you. And then I heard, breathe. You gotta let it go so you can grow. You gotta let it go. Just breathe. You know, because, you know, the same way you took it in, you gotta let it out. So breathe. Yeah, you can't take everyone with you, but they'll be better off for having known you. So just breathe. That's the energy. Okay, that's the flow assist. I love that song right there. That's a beautiful song, actually. All right, let's see. Let's get a selection from the handmade oracles I got here. See which ones are going to participate today. There's too many to grab them all at once anymore. We used to be able to grab them all at once. Can't do that no more because it's grown and expanded and grown kind of like you and your soul and your energy. Like a chill. All triumphant and shit. Somebody tried to told you that was not possible. Somebody's tried to make you fall into doubts. Like somebody tried to really dim your light. And you know what? That just was not possible because the closer they got to the power switch in you, the more that shit was burning up their soul. They just, it's like they, you know how they say you can't get close to the sun because if you do, it'll burn you up? Yeah, that part right there. Because you a whole self-regenerating energy, honey. You are nuclear. You with the power of the sun like that. Okay, you global, you international, okay, interdimensional, okay, planetary, intergalactic. What do we have? Frenemy. Oh, look at those frenemies being brought out. They calling out the frenemies. We all know it. We all know there was frenemies, and that will be happening. That's what they do. That's what they do. Okay, let me see what else we got in these energies. Suffering. The frenemy is suffering. Well, they wanted to inflict suffering on you, so it sounds apropos. It sounds appropriate. It sounds just right. It sounds like they got a taste of what they ordered, don't it? It sounds like they needed to taste of their own medicine, don't it? You sure do around, you do over here, around this way, okay? Yeah, see, and this is why. The Noble Eightfold Path of Buddhism, the right livelihood, respect life. That's what their fucking problem is. Excuse me. They don't respect life. So how could they, like the same disrespect that they gave to life is the same shit they gonna get back. That's why they suffer like that. See, y'all shouldn't do that. I try to tell how many of y'all raise your hand? Raise your hand if you agree. I have told so many people about the danger of trying to fuck me over and how they don't want to do that. Like they know, they do. I warn them, don't do that. You're gonna fuck yourself up if you think that you're finna get away with something. The common denominator, yeah. The common denominator is in all these cases, in all these legalities, because remember we had legalities come up. It's like there's all these cases. And most likely, I just sense it. I'm talking more about the spiritual courts, the highest courts of existence, not just man's court. And some of you, it also includes man court, but right now they really focus on the highest courts, the spiritual courts, right? The highest spiritual courts. The common denominator is in all of these cases, they have violated the right to life, to the right to livelihood, okay, and trying to inflict suffering on the others, okay, and now that shit had to come home. That's just the way it works, yeah. And here we go, and this is exactly evidence of what we just said was contributed with the truth, okay, contributed by the truth, okay, with the truth that is ever changing. But there's sometimes the truth just be constant, and in this case, it was so constant. Okay, the Noble Eightfold Path of Buddhism with right action, work for the good of others. Don't violate, don't disrespect. You see what I'm saying? Common denominator. On one side, they fucked up because they didn't respect life. On the other side, they fucked up because they were trying to work against other people's good. Bad fucking idea. Don't do that shit, okay? That will fuck you up every time like that. You may as well put yourself in a chokehold. Just run your head and bash it against the wall because it's going to hurt you less than if you do this mess. Don't mess with the chosen ones. Don't mess with the divine, authentic ones. Don't mess with anybody who know who and what the fuck they are. You better go find you one of them little brainless NPCs, little remote control humans, because you ain't gonna find that around here. And when you mess with somebody who's actually conscious, aware, divine, authentic, honey, they come with they're never in the room alone. Okay, the ancestors be surrounding them, and what they didn't see, what they didn't hear, the ancestors did. Their spirit heard. Okay, God heard. The whole universe heard and responds in a protective action, and they will put you back. They will knock you on your ass if you come fucking with the tribe. Yeah, you're cheating ass. Somebody thought they could cheat their way through this shit. Somebody thought they could cheat their way through this suffering, through this life, okay, through this disrespecting other people's livelihood and working against other folks. Yeah, all that shit coming home to roost. What else you want to tell me about this? Yeah, all those mentalities is just messing people up right now. Meanwhile, over here, look at you, just blissful, sitting over here in your bliss, being in your contentedness, being in satisfaction, being in enjoyment, being in pleasure, being in joy. Absolutely. Let me see. What else can you show me? What else is there? Bliss is a state of mind that you hold. Yeah, because it's all relative. You remind yourself of the 9th of the 12 universal laws of relativity. Everything is relative. It's all relative, baby. So, you know, take it the way you want to. I'm going to take it the way I want to. As a matter of fact, when you come at me and you try to come and attack my life and my good, and you know what I'm saying, you try to cause suffering over here and you think you could cheat your way into my life or whatever the fuck, cheat your way to my whatever. Like, it's all relative. And what I know is whatever you think you're doing against me is just evidence of my prosperity, my abundance, my positioning, baby. And you always gonna want what you can't have, but what's mine is mine, and I'm the only one that can cash it. I heard the fuck out of here with that shit. Bump that. I heard bump that. Yeah, since the universe conspires in my favor, there is no enemy, only energy. And this is what I know. So you're not even going to restrict my soul, get me to cast off my blessings by dropping my vibrations to hate you. I didn't even hate you. I'm so thankful and grateful for you, you little sneaky thing. Look at you, you little deceptive little dummy. Okay? I love you. I'm thankful that you showed up the way you did, because you got me right here just remembering who and what I am. And how could I remember who and what I am? How could I stand in power? How could I remember to pull back and protect my own energy? Where would I get the practice if it wasn't for you, dum-dum? Thank you. Dum-dum, want more gum-gum? You want some more shit to chew on? Because I could drop some more of these truth bombs on you, you know what I'm saying? We're going to blow your mind. Yeah. So here's the thing. You just over here happy. They try to put you in a suffering, baby. You sitting up in bliss. You realize it's all relativity in this. Nobody gets away with anything against me because the entire universe is conspiring in my favor. And I don't let the appearances fool me. You know, I mean, it looks like they get away with something. And this is going to be fun to see how this works out, because it always works in my favor. I don't care who's conspiring against me. I don't care what they thought they were going to do to me. I don't think that they understand who and what the fuck I am, okay? Because they ain't never met nothing like me. I'm so secure. I'm so stable. I know who I am. I am blessed. I am safe. I am protected on all time, space, and dimensions, okay? There is no weapon that could be formed against me, okay? I'm in my authenticity. I am blessed. I am balanced. I am aligned. I am chosen. I am safe. I am secure. I am thriving. I am prospering. I am flourishing. I am influential and affluential. I do it all, baby. Okay, I'm the whole pack. I'm the whole kitchen. I'm the whole grocery store. I'm the table you gonna eat it on too. You look this way and guess what you find? I'm right there too. You look that way and guess what else you find? I'm still here, all up in your face, baby. What you thought this was? You thought you were finna knock me out? Wrong answer. That shit don't play around here. You take your NPC ass and go sit down in the corner somewhere. Okay, what? Because I just fucking said that. Y'all saw I did not look at the fucking card. This is what we were talking about. All of you. All of you. All of you. I love you. All of you. Like, there's different ways to say it. It all sounds the fucking same, but all of these iterations remain the same. It's all me. I am this. I'm olive branch, the peace aspect. Yes, you just peaceful. Yes. Okay. It's all about the way you see it. Okay. It's all about the way you love. Okay. Can you love and appreciate even the asshole that came to like your angelic soul? Hello. Woo! What else we have? What else we have? Love the way you're doing this. So thankful and grateful to channel these messages. I love what I do. I love all of you. I love all of you. I love all of me. I love all of we. Ha! I love this card came out. The super he, the she. I haven't seen this card in forever. Yo, this is an awesome card right here. I love the way I channeled this card. The super he, the she, that divine feminine energy. We also have these file on the table right here. The true AF, Lies and authenticity do not coexist. Hello? Lies and authenticity do not coexist. They do not exist in the same place. They cannot, they will not, they will always be counterproductive energies. This is like trying to force the sides of the magnet that don't stick together to come together. You be sitting there for a long ass time. As a matter of fact, it's going to throw your ass all the way down the line. That's how they make them super trains. They be flying, you know, them super, whatever the fuck they call them, but they work from magnetics, and that's why, because the magnetic is, you're going to push that shit away. It works, okay, but lies and authenticity do not coexist. What else we got? Sorrow, okay, and influence. Oh, they hate that. They hate that you have influence. They sitting in, they want you to feel sorry because you know how rude of you. You're so mean. You're just so selfish. Yeah, damn, Skippy. You want me to put you in place of where I'm supposed to be honored in my life? Get the fuck out of here, right? Okay. You got this influence, honey, and yeah. Oh, yeah. It's reminding me of the sound bath. I had to pull one of the things off the wall, one of the decorations off the wall for it, and it says, "Do not follow the energy in the room. Influence the energy in the room." Yeah, and that's what you do. And so, you know, this is one of the reasons why they had tried to replace your confidence with sorrow. 3737 right there. Okay, angel message. But yes, this is why they tried to influence you into sorrow. They wanted you to go into a lower vibrational energy because your influence has grown. It has expanded. You touching too damn many souls without even moving from the space, without ever even meeting, without ever speaking with them. You're touching too much souls. You're touching too much energy. Your energy is growing. Like, not only did we anchor this age of Aquarius, baby, we didn't expanded it, grown it, okay? A little bit of rain makes it easy to pull up the weeds. Yeah, listen, you've been through the pain, honey. Every pain season will help you just get rid of the fucking weeds by the roots, okay? Because if you cut off the top of the weeds, that shit grows back so fast. But a little bit of rain. So this card was influenced when, during the quarantine, I had gotten a notice from the homeowner association. Like, y'all need to clean up the weeds on the side of the house. Okay, cool. So I already planned it, but do you know it rained all day? So then the next day, early in the day, before the ground got dried and hard, went outside and pulled all them weeds. And it was so easy to get them up by the roots because the ground was soft. So sometimes that's why them tears had to come the day before. So in the morning, you know, you could get rid of that shit that made you sore. Hello, you got that message, did you? Rewind that. You want to hear that one more time. I'm just saying one more again. So don't worry about the tears. Don't worry about the crying. Don't worry about the rain, baby. And there's a Spanish song, Mi Vida from Mark Anthony, and part of the lyrics says, you know, sometimes it has to rain to clean out the wounds. Yeah, that part. Oh, wow, look at this. And this is completely appropriate because we had lies and authenticity do not coexist. And this one is not from the Eightfold Path of Buddhism, and it's not a universal law, but it's from the Bible, the 9 of the 10th commandments, which says you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Lying about others is just ugly energy, and God don't like ugly. And somebody been lying, okay? and they didn't know they was coming up against a true beast. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's at the bottom of this. Who revolted? God was revolted at what they had done. It's like somebody tried to make accusations against you that was completely false. Okay, there was a friend of mine over here. They got to do the right thing. They got to respect life, but they try to cheat. Okay, and then they try to lie about it. And oh yeah, here's the thing: they done screwed themselves up. And that's the main point of it. And here's the thing about it for you: all this is a consequence and a repercussion of you freeing your mind. Anywhere where you thought that you needed somebody here on your team, anywhere where you thought you had to be accepted by them, it's like you bypassed. You already. I heard you went over their head. You went over their head and you went to the source. Okay, you went over their head and you went to the divine. Okay, and you've been validated now. You've been certified. Okay, you've been approved. You've been accepted. Yeah, all of that. And the lies are denied. Okay, because the truth stands tall and authenticity can only exist in truth and transparency, all under the vibration and frequency of love. Hello, authenticity is so high vibrating it requires those three as its tripod. Okay, to stand up on. Yeah, you can't build authenticity without that tripod. Okay, let me see. We're gonna get you a yes or no answer. I'm about to get out of here because yeah. Whoa, there's so much in this. So much in this message. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Think about your personal yes or no question. It can be about anything. This yes or no answer will work for each of you one time. Whether you're watching it on the live or on the replay, if you made it to the end of the video, please put in the comments that I'm a finisher, because I love that finishing energy. Too many people go around leaving things uncompleted in their life, and then they wonder why nothing ever works all the way out for them, because they're not completing things. And so when you come to a meat and potatoes lesson like this, session like this, interaction like this, channel session like this, like it's important for you to complete it, because there's a lot that's coming. And even if your conscious mind can't accept everything, can't make the sense of everything, can't even keep up with how fast we channel these messages through, that's fine. The seed was always implanted in you, and it was meant to be implanted in you. That's why you're drawn in. That's why you love looking at this face, this hair, these nails, these cards, this room, whatever the fuck it is. It's got you standing here, physically staying here, watching the whole video. Like, there's a reason for it, and it comes from your soul. So let's get you an answer now. Is it yes? Is it no? I'm gonna do this once, and then we'll be out of here. Okay, here we go. Yes or no? Yes or no? What is the answer for the tribe? Why does it work when I do it once for everybody? Because your soul already knew which way the answer was gonna go and taught you which way to speak the question. Okay, so starting here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth card is the Ace of Pentacles, and that means yes is your answer. Yes. Okay, this is what I have for you. Do all the YouTube things, hype the video, please, and thank you. Love. Okay, and love donations, we take them in all the forms. Look below the video. Personal consultations, I have time to get you on my schedule almost immediately, so look below the video. What else? Gonna be great. I heard gonna be great, Georgette coming through. Go be great, okay? Because you can't help but be anything else. Everything else is taken, okay? Go out there clutching, baby, shifting gears on folks. They don't even know what's going on. You so clutchy. They don't even know what to do when you come through. Let them stay in suspense. Let them stay in mystery. Let them keep wondering. Let them keep guessing and trying to figure you the fuck out. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through. Call love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. It's in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. And I'm not out because I want to see your comments. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get over here. I want to see. Let's see what y'all been talking about. I can't read the comments from all the way over there. So who all showed up? I see Ken name a lot. Okay. I see Code and Crochet. Okay. I see Danita, Game Boy. What's up? Chocolate Girl. Vutamon. Okay. All right. Let me see. Latasha. Parafinelia. Welcome from London, right on. Love that we're international. People ask me, what are you doing today? I'm going worldwide. I'm going global. Hey, Jane. I see you. I can't help but be what I am. Tell them that I got a lot of spunk. Yeah. Leah, thank you. I already had mentioned Chauncey, but I see you. Okay. Lottie, welcome. Okay. Pink Water Lily. Oh, good. We look at the way we did this. We ain't got to even block nobody. Isn't this crazy? Eyes. Kelly Price. Hey, Kelly Price. Merlene Giddings. Love. Okay. Girl, sing me a song. Okay, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Authenticity and genuine. Absolutely every day in every way. Can't be anything else. Hello. Yes, interstellar frequency, you're welcome, love. So glad you keep catching us live. Renee DeFilippo, welcome. I'm so glad that you receive what you need when you come through every time I come around. And you know, that's another thing. Y'all can just scroll down all the videos that I've been doing ever since I started this channel. You're going to find something. I promise you're going to find something. Please don't tell me if it's that embarrassing. I don't want you to comment, but yeah, if it's embarrassing. But yes, go find what you need, okay? And sometimes I am the butt of the joke. Yay, okay. Resting in peace. Troy, welcome. Marinia, so thankful and grateful for all of your beautiful presence. I'm about to get out of here. Got to handle my business for the day, Mojo. Maho! Okay, I will be back. I always come back. And until next time, love you.